We are live. I'm going to share this really quick. Let me share it real quick to the group and we will get started. Sorry about the shaking. It'll stop once I get off this computer. The Borshman, what's going on? Let me see. So yeah, just give me a quick second. And if you are watching the replay, skip to about 3 minutes. That's about the time we're going to get started. Hey, what's going on, Charlie? Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Oh. Jonathan, oh, thanks, Jonathan. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching them. Let's see. All right. All right, again, skip 3 minutes. Bought an iPhone 8 Plus today for $450. Super excited. Congrats, man. That's big. And I haven't even bought an iPhone 8 yet. I haven't bought an iPhone 8 at all. I'm getting some from a guy who I buy from sometimes. But nope, I haven't gotten an iPhone 8 yet. Let's see what we got. All right. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's day? Is it it's 2:26 p.m. here. And it's my day's been kind of slow, man, to be honest. What was that? Who said that? Is that Gustavo said from Arizona? Nice. Let's see. All right, so 3 minutes in. You guys saw the title. And it's basically just a Q&A. So trying to get as many questions as I can answered within the time frame. I got to be at the post office in a bit to ship off a phone. And I want to get there before people get off of work because I made the mistake of going to the post office one time late, pretty late, and I was there for about an hour because I don't like to just drop my packages off because I used to do that, but the post office usually just have the package. They won't scan it in, so that affected my my late shipment rate on eBay. For those who know what that is. My phone got refused by the title office. You mean the post office? Okay, yeah. Well, the whole thing is you don't tell them it's a phone. That's one thing. The one mistake people do is they go out and say, yeah, it's a phone, or they'll say, the post office will ask you, is the item, perishable or have a battery or some kind of thing or something about it. I just put no because phones have been shipped for the longest. Post office and stuff are afraid of them exploding. Never had that happen to me, so I don't tell them what's in there. If they ask, I just don't tell them. So yeah, try a little bit later or tomorrow, and hopefully you get a different person. Yeah, I drop my package in a self-service thing. I used to do that too, man. But excuse me. After a while, my late shipment rate on eBay, which is like a seller performance, it was pretty high, and that's because they wasn't scanning it. Like let's say I sold a phone at 11 a.m. yesterday. I have 1 day handling, so I have to ship that phone off before 11. You know, so if I go at 9 and they don't scan it until 12, then that's my fault. That means I didn't. That means I didn't. It's not 1 day handling anymore. Have you ever unlocked a bad ESN phone? Yeah, I just go on eBay and find one of those unlock services. Yeah, I mean if the phone is financed for like let's say T-Mobile, and you unlock it for AT&T, then you can do that. My whole thing about that is I don't know who's buying my phone on eBay. So if I sell it on eBay, it's gonna be kind of iffy because if they try to get that phone activated on a new account, AT&T or whatever, whoever you're trying to unlock it to, they're going to check the phone out and see that it's financed. And they're going to say, well, you can't use this phone. So with unlocked phones, with a bad ESN for a different carrier, the best thing to do is just to insert a SIM. If you can. If you can find somebody who can buy it, who's already with that provider, who just has a SIM card to use, then go ahead and insert that SIM, and it should work fine with no issues. But yeah, I've had that happen before to me, where I said the phone was unlocked, they wanted to use it for a certain carrier, and they tried to take it in. That carrier checked the IMEI and said that it was financed, even though they could still use it. Um, Recommend posting ads on Craigslist. I post all my ads on one Craigslist account. I have about 20 ads active right now, and just every day, maybe like 2 3 times a day, I just renew different ads. So wake up in the morning, renew about 2 or 3 ads in a couple of different categories, and then middle of the day do the same thing, and then at night do the same thing. So I haven't dealt with anybody flagging my stuff, so I don't have that issue of just creating multiple accounts. I really don't feel the the need to, if you're not spamming, then you're good. All I do is renew. I built up 20 different ads over the time to just go ahead and renew them every time. I don't just if you create an ad and then delete it and then try to do another one, that means like it's gonna come off as spam for Craigslist, Craigslist bots or whatever, whoever flags you. It's gonna come off as spam if you keep delete, make a new one, delete, make a new one. So just renew them. Now let's see. What is GSM? GSM is just like a net. It's just like it's hard to explain. I'll go over GSM carriers. It's just like AT&T, T-Mobile, Cricket. Um, it's just like those can like. That's hard to explain. I got a video like that in my course, but it's really hard to go in detail about that, man. But just know GSM is like those carriers, and then CDMA is like Sprint, Boost, and stuff like that. How do you keep the phone flipping roll going when PayPal? I don't get my funds held anymore, DJ. That was a while ago. I've I had to deal with um the 21 day holds and all of that when I first got started. Yeah, it sucked. But as of now, I got so much cash flow going in and out that I have a good amount of money to spend on phones. So if I sell a phone for $800, I don't really mind it taking 3 or 4 days to come into my account because I have already an established capital. So once you get to that point, man, it's you're not gonna really care about the holds. You're just gonna be like, okay, well I sold the phone. What else can I buy? You're gonna keep looking on for the next. That's why I always tell people, um, if you are spending all of your money and your PayPal funds are still getting held, and then that's not a good business move because you spent everything and now you have $0 and now you're waiting on PayPal. You never want to rely on PayPal to you know, to dictate your business. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say, because they will mess you over. Let's see who else. I can't pull up this. All right, sorry about that. 16 and can't drive. Want to get into the business? Any suggestions? You can buy phones on eBay, like DJ said. There's a video I have. I just uploaded it. How to make money on eBay as a kid. How to flip phones as a kid. I know people who don't have cars. I didn't have a car when I first started. I had my mom drive me around, but um, try, if you're creating an ad and people are desperate for your money, man, just have them come to you and meet them at a little, like a gas station or something close by, um, so where you can walk to it. I like to meet at Starbucks. That's a good spot to meet. But yeah, check that out, man. Daily deals on eBay. Best one of these good tips that I've released is that, man, I've bought tons of phones on eBay to flip locally. So I think the phone that we were going over was the S6 in the video. So check it out. Uh, is there a way that we can only purchase certain parts of your course? Um, I don't have an option for that. Is there anything in particular that you know already and just want to learn about? Then maybe we can set something up like that. But I would just do the full course, and then, because with the full course you get more than just information. You get another group, and you get help from me. So if you was to want like a certain part of it, that wouldn't include one-on-one help, and it wouldn't include the group. Does PayPal hold funds for new sellers? Demonica just said it. I mean, yeah, you're gonna get your funds held for new sellers, but is if you just keep at it, man, and just keep going. Um, those the hole's gonna be off pretty quick, as long as you ship the phone off in a timely fashion or manner, or whatever. Um, as long as you're giving good customer service and all that, not having a bunch of returns, then you should be fine. After a while, you should be fine. Let's see, what was that? I mainly need help getting my ads exposed and get more people to call or text me. Well, yeah, I mean that's a huge part of the course. It's because a lot of people do struggle with getting leads and stuff like that. And I know that I even have competition in my area who try to do the same thing that I do, and I mean, their ads are decent. They're getting like a hundred views every day. I just posted that yesterday. In the first ten hours, I had 600 views. So it all comes down to just how you do it, how you present your ad, and that's gonna determine the impact of how many leads you get and stuff like that. Uh, Probably I spoke on it already, but I've heard some YouTubers say eBay from upon new frown upon new sellers selling bad ESN. Is that true? Yeah, it could be. It is true. It's true, but I I I started off selling whatever, so as long as you word it correctly, don't go out and say, well, the phone's bad, somebody stole it and I bought it. So if you want to buy it, then go ahead. Like, don't do anything like that, because that's definitely gonna be frowned upon. Um, but usually I would just put in the description, bad ESN, um, due to non-payment. It wasn't paid off. How do I buy iCloud lock phones? What should I? Don't buy iCloud lock phones, especially if you're new, man. Do not do it. Do not do it. iCloud lock phones don't move and are typically iCloud lock phones do move, DJ, but um, you gotta be smart about it, man. You gotta be smart about it. I've had people message me in my area saying, hey, I bought a phone from this person. They didn't take off the iCloud lock. I called them about it, and whatever, So you just gotta be smart about who you deal with, man, because some people are really shady like that, and they'll leave the iCloud lock on to sell the phone to then report it stolen to get a new phone. So it's so much, it's so many different things that could go on, or that could happen with iCloud lock phones. So if you're new, man, don't even deal with that. There's so many different phones out there. How do you verify if a phone is off someone's account? Are you talking about iCloud lock or a Google account, or just like the carrier account? What can I do to get a better offer acceptance rate? That okay. I get this question so many times, and I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys. What I tell everybody else who asks this question. Um, your conversion rates are very low. Like you can get 20 messages and then expect to buy 5 phones. Like that's just not gonna happen. That is just not gonna happen. But if you buy the right phones, you get 60 messages that day, and you buy 4 phones, which is a horrible conversion percentage. Um, you get 4 deals out of 60 messages. That's horrible. But if you appraise the phones correctly, and then average about $100 from each phone, then you just made $400. So it's not about I bought 30 phones today. You could buy 30 phones today, you know, with low profit, or you can buy 4 phones with high profit. So um, the conversion rate's very low. I don't get. I don't buy 10, 15 phones a day. I mean, I wish I could, but everybody's not gonna say yeah to your deal. A lot of people want top dollar for their phone. They don't understand that your service is for people who want quick cash. But and then they'll message you. They just want to see what you'll offer, pretty much. Uh, I found an iPhone 7 Plus. He says completely paid off, but I did multiple checks and it said it's finance. What would you do? I would show him that screenshot or whatever you got as far as proof, and then I'd offer him a lower price. That's what I would do. Show him. Say, hey, look, it is finance. Look at it. I've made deals like that. I've had people say, oh, well, I thought the phone was paid off, or I got it in a buy one get one free type deal, and they try to sell it off. Show them. They'll be like, oh, okay, well, I didn't know that. And then offer a price. You usually will get a pretty good deal if you do that. So carrier and lock. Check the IMEI for carrier lock status. I was scammed on eBay. Guy sent fake payment that was pending. It never came while I actually sent out the eBay only platform. You can sell locally if the phone's in good condition. Um, but that's one big thing I don't do. I don't ship the phone off unless it says okay to ship by PayPal. Then you're fine. But if it's a pending, if if somebody won an auction or something and they haven't paid yet, then don't go send the phone out. Send the phone out when that money is in your PayPal account. Will video recording your entire mailing process on an expensive phone be helpful in a case if someone tries to scam you? It could help. I've heard it helping and it not being helpful at all. Um, it all comes down to eBay and what they feel about it. I've had just not too many people scam. I don't deal with a lot of scammers like that. I had a situation that happened yesterday where I thought just buy this guy bought my phone or whatever, and his username was off. His username was long, and it was just didn't make sense. So I figured it was a scammer. He had a new profile and all that. I called PayPal today, and they said it was okay to ship. So I definitely insured the phone, and just to be safe. But I don't deal with a lot of scammers. I don't deal with, and if I do deal with people like that, I don't respond or just say, hey, no scam, you don't scam me, man. What the heck? But I have noticed with the posts in my group that people are experiencing that, as far as eBay letting a lot more new profiles in that they haven't verified, and they don't have a verified PayPal address, or they don't have a seller or a buyer, what's it called, my brain's not working right now. Here we go, buyer protection. So if they don't have all that, or then they're probably gonna scam you. Let me see. Yeah, so video recording might work, might not work. It all depends on who you show, and their way of going about it, I guess you could say. eBay won't let me sell any more phones. They said I reached my limit. Uh, to increase your sell limit, give them a call. If you've shipped all your phones off, they've been delivered. Hopefully, the buyer has left you positive feedback. Um, that is a great way to increase your limits faster. Um, and it's actually, I mean, if the limits part is bad, but at the same time, you just hit your limits, man. That means you're doing good. It means you're selling. So if you just do the right thing, like ship the phone off, leave them good feedback. Don't beg for feedback. I know it's tempting to say, "Hey, man, can you give me some feedback?" That's a great way to get negative feedback. Just make sure you do everything right on your part, and then things should fall into place right there. As far as your holds, is the market for the iPhone 8 too new to get a good feel of current Yes. I actually looked up a couple of the different sold listings, and yeah, the prices are fluctuating. I've seen some sell for 1,000. I've seen some sell for 750. It's like that all the time with new phones. People just throw them out there and sell them. Some people want quick sales. Some people want to hold on to their phone, so they're gonna try to get top dollar for it, in which they might, which would then throws off the comp. So yeah, just like that. How much is a Galaxy S6 Verizon Unlocked going for in your area? I sold a bunch of them for 180. Um, just had the a brand new charger, and that was it. And sold them for 180 a piece. It take a bit to sell. S6s do. Um, but they eventually sell after a while. They eventually sell after a while. Yeah. When someone messages you, what is all the information you ask of them, and how do you word it? I know it'll be gigabyte. You said it all, Bob. Gigabytes, condition, issues, IMEI, and pics. That's all you need to ask them. Um, I mean, that's all I say is what is the condition? What is the carrier? There's like nothing. There's no trick to go about it. You're just texting them most of the time. 17 people watching. That's really good. Thanks, guys. Let me see. I'm sorry about the shaking. I got this stupid. I need to get a new thing. I got this thing to hold my phone up. It's not good at all. What do you love about phone flipping? The fact that I can just chill and hang out at home most of the time, um, and still make just as much as anybody else working an 8 hour shift. Um, So I do this full time, guys. So like I said, even today was slow. Today was slow. I sold some phones on eBay. As far as buying, today was slow, but I still netted over $300 in profit today. So it's only 2:49 p.m. I usually get a lot of mail messages at the end of the day, so we're just gonna wait it out. I've already made $300, and I didn't really do anything. I went to the gym this morning, um, watched a couple YouTube videos, play with the dog, and that's it, And but I already made well, what I feel is enough money for the day. But um, hey, like I said, it's still early in the day. I can still double that. Uh, what platform or app do you use when searching up the iPhone to see if it is resale worthy? I use eBay. I sell on eBay, so I use eBay. Let's see. Do you recommend to sell to international buyers? Nope. How many hours per week do you put into this business? Uh, let's see. As far as putting into the business, that would include replying to ads, setting up ads, going to meet people, buying the phone, um, listing the phone. It's not a lot, honestly. It's like if it came down to you know that all bunched up into one in one day, it's probably like 2 hours a day, maybe a little less than that. Like I said, I don't really do too much. But when I get a message and get a deal, I go for it because I'm here all day. I can meet up whenever. So if I'm here, I say, hey, can we meet now? Yep. So then I go pick it up, and I just made $100 right there. Jim Gaines, yeah. What is your why? I don't understand. I don't know who that is, but there you go. Have you ever looked or considered using Amazon as actually, well, I'm trying to sell on Amazon, but not phone, just private label. Do you do Uber, Lyft on the side? I don't. Uh, I don't do that. You know, never really thought about it. Man, people are crazy these days. So yeah, putting that financial aid money to good use. Well, I haven't had financial aid money in a long time. The last time I got financial aid was 2015 when I first got to the school in Idaho. Is when I first got it. But I was busy with football and stuff, so I did phones on the side and was still doing pretty good. But um, like I said, when you're playing football in college, man, you deal with meetings every day, a bunch of crap. I was football from 8 a.m. to 5, so it was bad. Do you think I could sell a phone with a broken charger port? Yep, just see what it sells for on eBay. Have you ever sold on Swappa? No, I haven't. How fast do people make their money back when they first start your course? Let me see. I'm gonna throw out some names really quick. My most recent guy I talked to, his name is Preston. His first week he hit his limit, so he had $1,000 in sales his first week. Profit margins about excuse me, about 40%. So roughly a little after shipping and stuff, a little under $400 profit for the week for his first week. So he made the money back already. A couple other people, um, you know, I try to keep in contact with everybody throughout the group. But a lot of people are doing good, doing good. If you're gonna get the course, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If you're gonna get the course, then I expect you to go. I expect you to do it. Because to me, um, I want you guys to succeed. I don't want you just to get it and then be like, oh well, I have the course now. I'll start next year. Like no, like you know, I don't, I don't want that. I don't want people to say, well, I took his course and didn't make any money because I didn't start. So no, you're gonna take it. You're gonna do some work, and I'm gonna be on you. I'm gonna be on you hard if you haven't started. And if you haven't started after buying that course for after 2 months, then I'm gonna be on you to start because I want you to start. Um, how fast? Okay, let me see. How many IMEI? I check. How many IMEI checking websites do you use at once? I use a bunch of different ones. I just to be safe. I use a bunch of different ones. One might say something, and then the other one might say a different thing. But for the most part, carrier checks are the best to use. And then I will fall off and go to different ones. But carrier checks are the best. Um, these IMEI sites are pretty good, man. They're pretty good. I haven't really dealt with a site that's like said something totally wrong than what I've seen on different sites. So those IMEI sites are pretty good. What is the price, and do you have payment options? Price is one payment at $297. So that gets you information, Facebook group, and my coaching. So that gets you the for $297. That's what you get. How do you know which phones are in demand to buy from eBay and sell off for up? It's not a. It's just. I mean, smartphones are in demand, all the time. So if I find a deal on a, I like to really stick with Samsung and iPhones. So if I find a deal on a Samsung S6 Edge for 140, right? On eBay, buy it for 140. I'm pretty sure I can get 200 for that out here. So where I live. So it's Samsung and iPhones are in demand regardless if it's a S5 or a 5S. I sold 5 items on eBay. Made sure I shipped the same day and upload tracking. Yeah, and they raised my limits to 5,000 a month. Yeah, man. It's just if you just do the right stuff, um, and go about it that way, you should be fine. You don't, like I said, don't throw all your money into, if you have $100 to start, and you're just starting new on eBay. I don't suggest you go out and spend $100 to buy a phone to then try to flip. You might make a good amount of money doing that, but you don't have any money for weeks. uh, has anyone ever gave you a 14-digit IMEI number? Yes, I just tell them, hey, you're missing a number. What's a good indication during a text convo you're dealing with a scammer? Dealing with a scammer on eBay or what? Or Craigslist? Most scammers, man, you could tell they're scammers. That's some people are just like, if they tell you to ship somewhere, you're a scammer. Why would they want you to ship somewhere and you're posting something on a local site? This is a local site, which means people in my area are looking at this. So why are you in a local site like Craigslist in my area and want me to ship it to Florida? Why don't you go to Florida on your little Florida website and then look up the phone like that? So that's a big indication that you're dealing with a scammer if they want you to ship something. If they say, this is for a friend who lives so and so area, then that's a perfect indicator that you're dealing with a scammer. Most of that stuff is pretty obvious, guys. That stuff is like, it's like real. It's like mediocre scamming, man. They're not good at what they do, but they still get people to fall for that stuff. Should I flip cars? If you know anything about cars, go ahead and flip them. Yeah, go ahead and flip. I'm not really a car. I like cars. I'm not really into cars like that to be flipping them like that. I don't know how to work on cars. So if I knew how to work on cars and did that, I would have been getting into cars because cars is pretty good money. Let's see. Got about 5 more minutes left. Is there a limit to how far you'll drive to pick up a phone? Yeah. I mean, it kind of all depends on my profit, um, and whatnot. The farthest I probably drove was about an hour, but that was a while ago. I'm pretty sure that was the same day I had made $800 that day. This was like I was like 19 maybe. I remember my dad drove me. He didn't want to drive me, but I didn't have a car at 19, so he took me there, and it was about an hour away. And this was in San Diego, so it was like if you guys know where Temecula is, that's the area that I went to pick up the phone. But like I said, I made a bunch of money that day. I've gotten about 15 leads today, but closed none, mainly due to slow response time. Any tips on how to close deals faster? I just talked about that, Bob. I don't know if you missed it or not, but I had just talked about that. What I can say is conversion rates on buying phones are very low. I got an iPhone 8 for sale. We'll let it go for 350. Send it my way. If you're letting it go for 350, send it my way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy man. I got this guy who's gonna sell me some ton of different phones. I can't wait till he messages me, man. Uh, yeah, he basically has he has a good he's good he's in good with Sprint because some stuff happened to where his Sprint connection didn't work in a life threatening situation, and now he can do whatever he want with Sprint, because either that or he can sue them for tons of money. But they just send him free phones and he gives them to me. You've been doing this for a minute. Can this business be scaled up uh, for bigger profit? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can make good money, guys. You can make really good money. Um, it all depends on what you're expecting out of it. Like I said, the work it takes to make the money is not a lot. So that's why I suggest you get a I suggest you do have more than one stream of income because you know like that's what I'm doing. I like to sit around here and make money and stuff like that, but I want to scale up. I want to do more than just this. I want to get into Amazon and sell on Amazon. I want to do a little bit of drop shipping. Anything that I can do that is kind of automated and I can make money that way, then that is the best way to do it. Uh, do I need to be worried about fake phones? Yes, but just do your research on how phones look and how they should look. Check the App Store and the Play Store, and that will determine if it's fake or not. On a good month, how much do you make? Last month, after I had to freaking pay $1,000 to eBay for my fees, but after fees and everything, it came out to about $7,000. So, but this past month was my best month ever. I'm talking about. Let me see. What's the month? October. So August was 7,000. I haven't calculated October yet, or excuse me, September yet, but I know it's close to 10. Um, stay out. Stay out the man. I don't mind. I don't mind telling you guys, man. I'm not a big person. I'm not a guy who just throws out numbers or like that. But I don't have anything to hide, man. What's the oldest phone you'll buy? Let me see. On my ads, I do. Well, now I went up. I used to do 5S, iPhone 5S, through 7 Plus, and then I would do S5 through S8 Plus. But now I went up because whenever a new phone comes out, I just move it up. So I now only buy 6, and then and all that. Taxes don't eat up too much of that, man. Honestly, I got all that situated. But taxes don't really eat that much. Because I have it down to be. Some people say I have it down to where if it was sales, if they were going off of just sales and not expenses, and I didn't keep track of all that stuff, then yeah, um, taxes would eat everything up. But I have everything as far as receipts and all that stuff. So if you want to go that route, go for it. Since it's the fourth quarter, it should be easier to flip phones, right? You know, I don't really pay attention to stuff like that as far as what time of the year. Let me see. Excuse me. From what I remember, um, summers are always kind of slow. Most likely fourth quarter. When it comes to business in general, they do pretty good. Most businesses do pretty good. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind and get back with you on that one. But I haven't really thought about it. The Tech Man. How much is this unlock? I don't know how much the unlocks six goes for in my area. I don't know. I've been subscribed to your channel and wondering if you believe in God, and that is very personal, dude. BB, whoever you are, this is a phone flipping channel. Yeah, come on now. Let's be smart here. Yeah, all right, guys. Please continue the Tuesday tips. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try because I know everybody likes those and stuff like that. But I'm gonna try to keep that going. I'm gonna try to keep a theme for every day if you're in the group. For every day for people to interact and learn stuff on every day on a daily basis. Just starting. Should I focus strictly on iPhone or Samsung? Buy whatever you can. Buy whatever makes money for you. If you're just starting, don't have a lot of capital, then that's when you go. That's when you go ahead and do that. How many? Let me see. How many hours do you work the whole week? I went over that already. Muhammad, I'm sorry, but I think I went over that already. Can you make money off of your videos without the course? I don't understand that. Do I make money? Can I make money off of my videos? I don't make money on YouTube at all. So, if that's what you're asking, I don't make any money off of YouTube. How much is your course? $297. Course description or video description. That's where the course link is. Uh, do you flip smartwatches too? I flipped a couple of them. Um, Let me see. The Apple watches do pretty well. I've bought a couple of the Samsung Gear watches, um, but I don't know. I don't really come across too many of them. I came across a lot of them when I first came out, but a lot of people don't come to me with watches, and I do put that in my ad that I do buy watches, but I don't get a lot of those in my replies. Let me see. Wow, we went over 40 minutes. Oh, if I want to get started but don't have 297, can I use the videos on your channel to get started? Yeah, yeah, go for it. I mean, if that's what the videos are for, to help you guys learn how to do it. Obviously, there is extra added value um, to the course, but I'm not forcing anybody to buy it. Go if you feel like the channel is enough information and you're doing well, then go for it. I'm not gonna read that. But what I did, okay, so he did. So yeah. All right, BB, go for it. Go for it, man. This, are you reachable once the course is purchased? Yeah, man. So like, if you get the course, go for it and add me on Facebook, man. Add me on Facebook. Um, so yeah, if you're on Facebook, I'm gonna add you to the group, and then I'm always on Facebook, guys. It would be cool if you made an annual price point chart. I don't understand what you're saying. Somebody block this guy, man. Just we went over 40. We went over 40 minutes anyway. Um, man, I don't understand. I really do need a moderator, but anyway, I hope you guys took this and yeah, really. BB is that one guy Dave that sells the course. Yeah, really though. But yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this little live video. I'm trying to get these out as much as I can. I'm trying to find a good time where everybody can watch it. I have a lot of time in the morning, but I know people are at work and stuff, so I'm gonna try to do it later in the day. But let me know a good time. What else I was gonna say? I'm gonna always say this, man. Join the group, guys. Join the group. There's so much information there. But yeah, uh, yeah. Report that guy on YouTube. Report that guy, man. I don't need him on my channel. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video.